Well, welcome back, folks. We're continuing our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game here. And our PCs have been in town investigating, trying to get some information. Unfortunately, not a lot of people are in town. Most of them have run away, been killed, hiding out, just kind of. Um, just the town has almost become a ghost town, actually. There's just a few people in town that have any kind of skills whatsoever. And these skills are mostly like blacksmithing, some of the advisors, the mayors. There's a lot of farmers and merchants and miners, and the alchemist was killed in the earthquake. So a lot of the actual people that could actually help in the town have actually either abandoned it or been killed. So our PCs are having a rough time of it right now, but hopefully maybe they can do some investigations on their own and see if they can figure out some information themselves. So we're going to pick it up with you guys at the end the night of after you got back from your adventures in the monastery, and as you're kind of gathering your stuff at the inn and just getting a chance to sit down and eat and stuff, you do hear a light rain starting to fall on the roof of the inn, and it starts getting dark again once again. Does anybody need to do anything during the evening hours? Or we would just assume that you're going to be sleeping?
Liliana will get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Rain bothers her.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Nope.
No.
All right. Where's my mouse cursor? There it is. Just checking on a few things here. All right. Good enough. All right. So the next morning arrives. So you guys get your powers back, and your lengthy rest allows you to gather your strength back and heal yourselves. The next morning arrives, and it still is raining outside. Just a light drizzling rain that is falling down. Just a constant light rain that's kind of going on, almost like a fall day. So the next morning arrives, and you get your stuff ready to go, and you can start heading out to the monastery again. This is day number 2. Remember, you have a 7-day contract. Hopefully, Mayor Razan is asking for some kind of information leading to a conclusion to this issue or problem, or at least some kind of a clue as to what's going on. So we have basically, this is day number 2 of your 7-day contract.
All right. Are we being served breakfast complimentary, or will Liliana have to buy that? Because she's not going to the monastery without a meal.
As I believe I mentioned last time, the inn is supplying you with your meals and board for free. So you don't need to worry about paying for that. The town is offered to supply that, reimburse the inn for the bill for having you guys do this task for them.
All right, so over cheese and sausages, I guess. Liliana will remark to the team that in her investigations, she found out that the dwarves were doing something in one of the back chambers of the monastery that seemed to stop after the earthquake, but the head monks and the elders in that place cordoned off the area and wouldn't allow anyone back there. So that, coupled with the fact that the golem said it came from the earth, and they were like having a massive drill back there, that may be an area we want to try and discover as we go out this time?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
Chris,
great. It's nice to have a goal.
Chris definitely agrees. He thinks that that there's gonna be lots of treasures back there because why else would they section it off? So he's definitely down.
Very good.
Yeah, and after breakfast, if anyone doesn't have anything else to say, Liliana will try to get a coat or buy a coat from the innkeeper because she doesn't have any clothes.
Oh, right. I should probably do that too.
She what?
She doesn't have any clothes besides the ones on her back, and she doesn't want those
The
wet.
innkeeper says that he's got nothing for you. But
Oh.
if you go to the meeting place, basically that area around the temple that everybody's kind of hanging out at, if anybody has any supplies or has some available items, it's probably the place to look for.
She'll give him sort of the stink eye and say, "All right," and walk off.
Okay.
You have a shirt, don't you? You have to give it to me. I'm a woman.
Obviously not. You are
What does,
a elf, so.
what does my hat feel like? Does it feel like something that might get messed up in the rain?
No.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
We wouldn't want your hat to get upset.
Oh,
Piero's being more and more obsessed with that thing.
I tell you, what is it with
Keep
the
it
hat?
secret. Keep it
Keep
safe.
it safe. Yeah, exactly. All right, so you guys end up going to the meeting place, trying to find out if anybody has any items and clothes and
Hand axes.
hand axes, which of course they tell you to go to the blacksmith to get. But yeah, there's plenty of leftover clothing there that they're offering to people and stuff from loved ones that have been killed of different sizes and shapes and colors and stuff. So for a couple silver pieces, you guys can pick up any kind of normal everyday items there.
all right.
Yeah, so Liliana will get a coat and a hat.
And I'll get a
Fashionable yet practical.
halfling-sized coat or a human child's coat.
Yep, they have halfling-sized coats. There was some halflings
Nice.
that were killed in the earthquake and so they definitely have different sizes and shapes and colors and
Also, dwarvish coats, which are the exact same, except they're wider at the chest and skinnier at the belly.
Chris is gonna pick up a coat with like a hood, protects from rain, things like that.
Okay. So finally, after shopping, as you guys are shopping, of course, Advisor Fallon is kind of walking around and sees you guys shopping and kind of studies what you're doing and watching over. Hey, is there anything I can get for you guys or anything you need?
If you want to send someone to help us fight monsters, that's always appreciated, but I think we're finally capable of doing things ourselves.
Oh, you need some help fighting these monsters? It was
Well,
my
I
impression. It was my impression that I got from oh, what the heck was his name? The guys that left the group a couple episodes ago. What was his name? Steve's character.
Tassador?
Tassadar, and Boromir's other character there. What was his?
Bendar.
Bendar, maybe, whatever. He
Yeah,
said,
Bendar.
so Fallon says, I thought according to Tassadar and Brendar that you guys had sufficient power to be able to perform this task.
Of course we do. You are the one that offered help, and I said something that could help us. We don't necessarily need it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see if I can find someone to help you then. See if
Well,
I can.
We don't need it, I'm just saying.
Oh,
You know
don't.
what? Just forget it.
You know what? Just forget it. And he'll tip his hat down, and all the water will splash at his boots, and he'll walk away in a huff.
Okay.
I actually do that.
And so you go get your hand axes at the the forge, meet
Yes,
up
sir.
with Romarin and talk with him. And he's being all pissy potty and telling you that he's not going adventuring until he can fix his armor, fix his weapons. So you're on your own for the day.
I tell him that I thought that might happen.
Ooh.
So if you could just provide me with a couple of hand axes, so that in case we run into more trees, I can chop them down. That would be great.
All right.
Chris kind of gives a strong pat on Bromarin's back. It's like, I'll make sure to look out for any slugs for you and give him a clobber or two for that, for doing what they did to you.
That would be much appreciated. So here's your axes. And he hands you 2 axes.
Da-da-da-da.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh,
Is there anything?
Roman, what do you want for him?
I don't know. I'll talk to the headmaster and see how much he wants for him. Just pay me when you get back to town tonight.
All right, will do.
If you come back.
Oh.
Well, now I give him kind of an evil eye. Is that a threat?
No,
What?
I just don't think you can do it without me there.
Well, if you decide to stop being lazy and come with us, feel free.
Uh-oh.
I must have my protection. What good am I without my armor?
About the same good as you are at a forge.
We should
Well,
Chris
Yeah,
kind of
Liliana is already walking away.
Chris kind of walks up the door laughing. You non-humans.
Yeah, if Chris starts walking out, I follow Chris out with the rest of the party.
okay, so you leave the town, start heading up to the monastery, these few hundred yards up the road, and arrive back at the location. Let me see here. Let me just copy these characters.
Kirk,
Yes?
am I walking faster as well, or is it only when I run?
I think it's actually only when you run.
Alrighty.
It's only when you think to yourself, I need speed.
Okay. So you arrive back at the monastery, kind of sloshing your way up the dirt road. And you guys should see the map now, right? No, you don't see the map yet. Now you should. There we go.
Yep.
All right. So slosh up the dirt road there. The rain's still kind of lightly coming down, just being annoying. And you see everything that you had seen yesterday. What do you wish to do?
I guess we should go into the monastery and try to find a way around all those poisonous maybe plants.
Yeah, if nobody wants to lead, Liliana will step ahead. What if someone wants to just, go ahead of the woman?
Chris will gladly go in there. He's like, I got this, guys. I ain't worried.
Okay.
So Chris kind of sneaks up to the door and kind of pushes it open, peeks inside.
No, it's already open.
Oh, it's already wide open? All right.
Yeah, it's
I
sort of-
believe it's wide open and nobody
It's
had
sort
shut
of stuck
it.
in
So
that position, yeah.
All right, well, he kind of slips in, warily looking in, and he's going to sneak over to the right side.
Is the fog still here?
let me. Yeah, I was just gonna say, let me get rid of some of this unwanted stuff here.
Googly-goo. They're attacking.
That should not have an X on it. Not sure what happened there. I think it was too close to the slug when I was slugging it. No, you don't. Obviously, the mist is dissipated throughout the evening, so there's no mist over there anymore.
Has anything changed in this room that we can perceive?
Um, Give me your perception check if you're inside the building and actually not standing at the doorway, not looking in.
Is it dark in here?
Hmm.
Sorry, I forgot to ask.
It is low light situation because you got light coming in from where the purple is over there, big hole in the wall. You do have the front door light coming in, so it's a low light situation.
All right.
So is Chris the only one that is bad with low light?
Me.
I guess there is no low light, but
I will solve that. Oh, I do not have myself set as my actual character. Let me fix that. So yeah.
All right,
I-
hero lights a torch. Blink.
I also have a torch as well.
Do
You wanna
you
carry
light
it,
a
though?
torch or do you?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and light my torch. I'll make that action.
You won't be able to shoot a bow with a torch in your hand. Just keep that in mind.
Can I make a action to drop it before I shoot it?
I mean,
Or
you
is
could
it
drop
full
it as a
action?
free action. That's not a problem, but
Okay.
just keep in mind that you can't be in an area.
Or I could also throw it as a free action as well, right?
No, that would
No,
take
that would be
take
a
an
standard.
action. Yep.
Okay, that'll be a standard action.
Yep.
Alright, that's good enough.
All right, so
So
your
Liliana
perception checks.
So, all of us.
Again,
Liliana.
Liliana and Chris did it.
if you're in the room and not standing outside the room, not paying attention to what's going on in the room, then no, you shouldn't roll a perception check. But if you're actually in the room or looking in the room, then you can roll a perception check.
All right.
I'm actually watching outside the building, making sure nothing sneaks up behind us.
Watching those trees, man. Good
My
job.
my passive perception's 14.
Okay. The only thing you can kind of tell is that some of these little flowers have kind of moved a little bit as they glide upon the mucky, gooey sludge.
And the flower over there, it's no longer withering because Liliana did like throw 2 or 3 cold rays over there to see
Yeah.
what happened.
Uh,
Been one.
yeah, this one you can tell is it's kind of the leaves are kind of just laying there in a pile, so it's not like a full
It's
blown.
not healthy anymore.
It's not healthy anymore. Yeah.
That could be useful then. I guess we should probably go that way then, up the ramp.
Yeah, let's head up the ramp then. I guess Chris will lead.
Can
up
we
forward.
get past that sludge without touching it?
Can we sneak it behind it?
Well, you can't sneak behind it. You could jump over it if you can jump about 8 feet.
That's exactly how far I can jump.
Well, how convenient for you.
Nah, Chris can't jump 8 feet.
Yeah, I think it's if you have 10 feet of space, you can jump your strength.
Oh, okay. Then I have to roll strength to see if I can make it across.
I think it's a athletics
I
check.
think
Athletics check.
I believe. Let me just double check on that, just so we know for future references. Okay. What are we doing? A jump, J, right? A B C D E F G H I J. Jump. All right. Jumping. C under movement. Okay. Movement. M movement.
That should be like acrobatics.
Jumping.
It's athletics, so you got proficiency in it. So.
Yeah, athletics is for jumping, but
I think if you get a running start, you can just do it.
Jumping.
if you're not in combat.
Here we are. Dun, 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 dun. here's part of it, and we'll continue it on from the
Your
next.
strength. Okay.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, your
Okay, so
strength
it's
determines how far you can jump. A long jump, when you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet equal to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot before you make the jump. If you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement. The rules assume that your height of your jump doesn't matter, since such a jump across a stream or a chasm or maybe a gooey pit of ooze. Your DM. Yep. Okay. So yeah. Your strength score. So
my strength score is 14.
you could jump about 15 feet then.
15
14,
feet.
15, 14 feet.
Yeah, it says we might have to make a DC 10 strength save, though.
If
Or
we
DC 10 athletics check.
really.
At your
Alright.
DM's opinion
Oh, okay.
or option.
Well, just because I don't want to be here all night at the pile of ooze, I'm just going to assume you guys jump over it
Nice. Perfect.
Alright.
without running into too much problems.
All right. I'm going to
Let's
continue
go.
up the.
Maybe we should have one light in the back, one in the front.
Well,
You guys are fine to
people
be in the
in-
front. I'm fine.
Yeah, people in the back do have a dark vision, so
All right.
All right, that's fine. Well,
Let's go.
because it's going to continue onward then, towards up the ramp, cautiously, kind of.
Cautiously, of course. Why wouldn't you be cautious?
Oh, why don't we all sneak? Because I think all of us can do that fine. Well, better without a lumbering dwarf.
yeah.
Also,
This is
we're
true.
carrying 2 torches. It's a little difficult to sneak carrying 2 torches, right?
Well, they might not be able to see.
Yeah, because, they're plants. Hopefully. Can we do that, Kirk?
Whatever you
No.
want.
You have to have some kind of concealment to be able to sneak. If you're
Okay.
walking up a ramp, what are you going to be concealed behind?
Well, we're not trying to be less visible. We're trying to tiptoe.
Trying to make very little noise.
It's assumed you are always trying to do that.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
It's good. So,
Well, I'm
As,
gonna
just
try
as
to
you
spread
are
over here.
constantly listening as well, right?
yeah.
Well, sometimes if you don't make perception checks, bad things happen.
Well, that's why you have a passive perception check. Like
This building has a roof on it that's still intact.
it does. It's a very high building, about even another 80 or 100 feet above where you guys are at. So, what you see is a. Let me switch here. You see a kind of a tree vine thing here. You see 2 rather large statues. One is almost covered up by part of the wall that had collapsed in on it. But they look very similar. The part of the statues that are still standing over here on the right. That is the shape of a lion with the wings of an eagle. And you see several other bushes growing out of the stone here. And you see 2 red plants and several green plants. You see the vines are kind of growing in the ground. There's a lot of moss and just just vines on the ground here all over the place. Just kind of just draw things all over. Just kind of like almost like nature's taking hold and kind of expanding out.
Uh-huh.
Right.
You see above you in this spot and all the way around a ramp, also like an upper area that's about 30 feet higher than you currently are. You see a double set of stairs that go up, and you see a door over here on your top level, or on the level middle level that you guys are currently on.
Where would the back spire be that the monk warned me about or told me about?
The back spire, you mean the building?
The
Yeah.
dwarven place.
It would be behind this building. To the back side of this building.
So past the Eagle Girls.
You would assume yes.
All right.
I think we should check out this door first, see what's on the other side.
Yeah. How tall was the second? I'm sorry. The ledge right here. Am I able to hoist someone like?
It's 30 feet up.
30 feet ledge. Yep.
Right here is fine, right? Like this isn't the ledge.
Do you see the purple line?
Yeah, the purple line.
line.
The purple line
Ledge.
represents the upper ledge.
All right, so we're fine here.
What is this vine over here, though? Is it like coming from the upper ledge or what?
No, it's part of this bush that is here
Okay,
in
so
front
it's
of you
just
guys.
lying on the ground then.
Yeah, it's kind of growing out of that bush and kind of, part of that tree, part of that bush.
Okay.
So, yeah, the Lion Girls definitely look like some part of a security system.
In fact, if you want to give me a nature check, Liliana, Puro, and Chris, since you're kind of up there anyways.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, she knows nature, apparently.
What in the world?
Obviously, what kind of sorcerer doesn't know about nature? I mean, that's just...
More nature-y.
Oh, more nature-y. You guys recognize this bush here as a goodberry bush,
Ooh.
which basically has berries that grow on it that you can eat that normally would heal you, heal any kind of damage, give you some health, some energy.
But do we want to eat these? That's the question.
That is true. Liliana will open a pouch in her backpack and grab like a handful of 5 and put them in.
You actually see 10 different berries. And because you had rolled high enough, you know that these berries only stay good for a certain amount of time once they're picked.
Right.
Because they lose their energy, so...
Chris could summon these if he had to. So I guess well, can I bring some character knowledge usually that they not character player, they're like a day long usually?
Yeah, they usually go inert after 24 hours.
I say we pick like half of them for now.
Oh, that's what Liliana did by accident. If you want to have 2, Liliana will put them in your hand.
Let's just pick 4 and give one to each.
Okay, well, Liliana picked 5, so she'll distribute 1 to each of the party members, and she will say that this might make you feel better, but it has been in this corrupted area for long enough that if we don't have to, we shouldn't try them.
Yeah.
You do know that these berries will only give you just a little tiny,
the
minuscule amount of health back each.
But we also don't have to eat for a day, I think.
Yeah.
We should continue on then.
Chris is gonna start approaching these lions over here. He's gonna step over the vine and kind of use this holding out his torch in front of him, kind of drawn to these lines to see if there's anything that he sees that's out of the ordinary, any symbols on the ground that's been covered up by the moss or vines, things like that as he's walking.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
I don't know. I sort of want to tie a rope as a lifeline so I can pull him back, but
Too late.
yeah.
You think it's fine. You don't see anything out of the ordinary other than obviously the nature growing on the ground and stuff, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look over to the group and be like, "Hey guys, I think it's all right to pass, and I'm gonna head on a little further. If you guys want to stick behind,
Only
do
the
so."
penitent man may pass.
I'm gonna check this door real quick before we go forward.
Oh no, this is where things turn sour.
This is where both the statues animate and skeletons run through the door.
Yeah, it's door with a handle on it. No lock.
Does it look like no lock?
No lock.
Is it made of stone?
It is made of stone.
Is the handle also made of stone?
The handle is also made of stone, yes.
And does it open towards us or away from us?
It opens towards you.
And I'm going to inspect it for any sort of trap mechanism or something, crazy.
Okay. Give me a perception check there. Or is that a thievery check?
Investigation.
Investigation would probably be best.
It's listed as either perception or thieves' tools in the book.
That's okay.
Sure. That sounds like a good...
Well, I guess investigation, you'd be prodding at it, and oops, there goes the trap.
Yeah. 9.
Oh, you absolutely think everything's fine. No problem whatsoever.
Open it.
Well, do you guys want to head towards the stairs or through the door?
You just check that door. You might as well open it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you might as well open
let's-
it. Chris
Alright.
is walking towards the things, though, so...
I mean, if Chris is continuing walking, I'm not going to open the door, so...
Well, no, I'm just kind of standing right here. I'm kind of turning towards you guys and slowly making my way over, and I'm making sure that things are okay with y'all. Just go ahead and open it. It's all
Well,
right.
then I will open it.
All right. You open the door, you say. Alright. There's the door.
Why would a monastery have traps anyway?
Yeah, why would they? It's just crazy.
Yeah, and Liliana will also say that any traps put here weren't by the people who made the monastery, so
Yeah.
most doors should be fine.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So what you see is basically obviously Piero's the only one that can see this. So I don't know why you guys are oohing and ahhing over there.
Why is
Zero.
Piro the only one that can see this?
Zero's looking in.
Yeah.
I meant Zero. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Zero.
okay. I was like, wait.
Only the one that's standing there at the door can see this. Basically, Zero, you see what looks kind of like a lunchroom, a bunch of tables with chairs in it. Yep, that's what you see at this point.
All right, I will slowly walk in.
All right,
I'll follow him.
give me a perception check.
20.
All right,
Nice.
as you start walking in, you notice one of the chairs suddenly moves a little bit and stuff, and then you hear some clicking and chattering a little bit, and you see. Oops, nope, that's not the right button. Sorry. Obviously, I had to put these into different areas so you couldn't see it. You see this kind of scattle from one area to another. You see kind of a beetle-looking thing about 3 feet long come scattling under one tree or one table, and goes underneath the other table.
Well, I will jump backwards. And
right
shut the
into
door.
me. On me. Okay.
I mean, shove you out of the way if I need to, I guess.
Acrobatics, or else you both go rolling down the ramp.
I ask why he jumped away all so suddenly.
And I shut the door.
Okay.
And
Chris-
I turn to tell you guys there are 3-foot beetles inside there.
Beetles. Oh no. What will we do?
They're as tall as you are.
Oh.
They're
I thought they were
Well, as wide.
I kind of, call over to them and be like, "Did you see any other way? Uh, you know, any other thing in there, or any other way out? Or these are two only options, and one being a dead end? You know, if that's gonna be a dead end, then why face those three beetles? Then let's go this way. Just try to see what's."
Kirk, I noticed the two doors at the north side of the building.
You noticed there was a door down the southwest corner,
South.
and you also
Okay.
saw a door up in the north end of the.
So I relay that information. There were two doors actually leaving that room, but I thought it was wise to prepare before just getting jumped on by beetles.
Okay. So since we know there's two doors are not a dead end, I guess I walk
We're kind
over
of
to them.
now you kind of hear like some scratching on the door coming from the
Oh,
other
God.
side.
Let's go the other way. How about? Well, I mean, if you guys want to go in there, go for it. I'm just gonna stand back here. Don't mind me.
What do you guys think? We can handle three beetles?
Does anyone know anything about beetles? Do I know anything about beetles?
We haven't seen them, so we only know there's some sort of insect. Zero might be able to make a knowledge check. He was in a monastery for a time, and he might have read something.
Kirk, do I know anything about those beetles?
Give me a knowledge nature check.
An 11.
Nope. You don't really know anything other than well, let's see what you might know.
Oh God, were they rust monsters?
Even
God.
more reason for.
Actually,
Not
you
being
didn't get a
here.
really good look at them. All you just saw that they had kind of a red outline, and they just scurried real quick across.
Oh no.
Liliana
And
will
they were
sort of
like
raise her
hiding
hand.
underneath. They were hiding underneath the table and stuff, and so you didn't really get a good look at them.
Chris kind
It's-
of tells them, "Hey guys, I think I have an idea. If we want to go into that room, if that beetle's right at that door, what we can do is you guys can get on either side of that door, and I can stand right here, put my torch down so the light may attract it, and I can shoot it with an arrow, and then you guys can jump on it and gang up on it from behind."
Yeah, stand on the sides of the doors. That worked so well last time.
No, either side, so the beetle is going to come out. Instead of us going in and stand and fight in the doorway, it's going to be attracted to me, which is going to be standing right here, right in front, so I can just shoot it with an arrow. It's just straight shot.
Yeah, that seems all right.
All right.
Ooh, Liliana will look at her coat, say, "I didn't really like this anyway." She'll throw it on the ground and say, "Burn that."
You're gonna set this whole place on fire. There's plants everywhere.
These plants aren't necessarily
Yeah, but do you
the
want to stand?
flammable variety. And
Okay.
it'll be a very strange target. They'll either like it or they won't.
Well, at least we can make two assessments from this maneuver. We could see if it's attracted or if it's scared of fire. So
Let's do it.
All right, so
Liliana will ready a frostbolt.
Already an Eldritch Blast.
Chris is gonna throw down his torch, a couple feet in front of him, and he's gonna ready his bow. And I guess Zero is gonna be the one that's gonna be opening the door and getting out of the way.
I
Yeah.
assume you're throwing it on the coat.
Yes.
Okay, so the
We're gonna
coat
start
catches
like
fire.
a small little fire there.
you're trying to start a little fire here. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, just a couple feet in front of me, just to see if the
Yeah,
beetle is gonna come out and be attracted by the fire, like some insects are,
I
or
think you meant near him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 5 feet back,
yeah,
like
maybe-
there.
Where's the door at? Is it right here?
Yeah. That door.
Okay, so I want a straight shot at the door. As soon as the beetle comes out, I can just smack it right in the face with an arrow.
All right, so you throw the coat on the ground. You throw your torch on it. You open the door. Zero, are you behind the door then?
Yeah, kind of. It's hard because we're large creatures on this map.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I know. We should actually resize everyone a little bit to make it a little better representation of
yeah, that'd be great.
There we go.
what's going on, so everybody can get into a proper box of.
So
All right.
I kind of open it and like that.
Ooh, oh boy. Are we rolling?
Well, the beetle steps through the open door now.
And then I shout to Zero, shut the door. And so it's only one beetle.
All right, I'll slam the door shut.
Why didn't we? Oh, go for it.
I'm not
All right,
sure why you guys just gave very depressed sighs.
Already changing the plan.
Well, we don't want all three beetles to come out.
Yeah, we don't.
Um,
I'd rather just deal with one beetle.
give me a. I'm gonna give it opposing checks here. So give
You
me
want
a
strength save or something.
no, give me a
It's like
dexterity check there.
23.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
Wow.
So as the first one comes out, you're able to kind of quickly shut the door again.
Ooh.
That takes a 5-foot step this way. Anybody going to do anything or not?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I
was-
Just-
Chris
yeah,
shooting
as soon as it comes out, I'm going to start shooting it with arrows.
Yeah, I think we all blast it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just waiting for you to say something.
I was waiting for you guys to say, okay, I'm ready to shoot it. All right. For some reason,
wasn't
it
sure.
never saved their info on their token. So hang on, I gotta look it up. So, folks, we're gonna go ahead and bring this episode to a close, so I can do that in between episodes, and also we can break up the videos. So be sure to tune in next time to find out how our party does here as they try to investigate the next room here. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.